Hey, what's up, Fight Family? This is Contemplate Boxing. I want to contemplate a little bit on, of course, the David Benevidez versus Jose Uzcategui matchup. Of course, we now know that this fight has been canceled as former champion Jose Uzcategui, former IBF super middleweight champion Jose Uzcategui, has tested positive for PEDs. I believe he tested positive. It came to be known for REPO. Unfortunately, this fight is no longer happening. Now, I believe the fighter is being replaced with Tyrone Davis. So Tyrone Davis will go forward to fight David Benavidez. It's not the fight that a lot of us were really hoping for. A lot of us were actually looking forward to Jose Uzcategui facing off against David Benavidez. For both individuals, it would have been good. I know that Jose Uzcategui was not favored. A lot of us wanted to go ahead and see David Benavidez move forward, defeat Uzcategui, and then hopefully at some point, get a fight against Canelo Alvarez. Many do expect Canelo Alvarez to be victorious against Caleb Plant, and then hopefully turn around and then fight David Benavidez. For Uzcategui, Uzcategui, since losing to Caleb Plant, he hasn't really done a whole lot. He wasn't active at all throughout 2020, which is the norm for a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters didn't fight in 2020. He did end up fighting in 2021. He fought against Josue Abando, as well as Jaime Hernandez Lopez. Not real big fights, not really well-known fighters. So this was going to be Uzcategui's first A-list name that he was going to fight since losing his title to Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. And unfortunately, Uzcategui really dropped the ball on this one because this was Uzcategui's chance to finally get back into the mix. And at this point in his career, having no title, having a failed PED drug test, who knows where he goes from here. I think when things like this happen at a certain point in fighters' careers, it can definitely be more than just a stumbling block to them. It can definitely cease any progress that they probably were making. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with Jose Uzcategui. He wasn't a real big draw. I mean, he did have individuals that were interested in seeing him fight. I was definitely interested in seeing him return. But with the failed PED test, we do expect, of course, that he'll be suspended. He's not going to get the big fight against Benavidez that he wanted. Benavidez did kind of call him out on his own Twitter regarding the failed PED result. And you kind of wonder, where does Uzcategui go from here? He kind of missed this big opportunity that he previously had. Will another opportunity come along? In regards to the replacement opponent, Tyrone Davis, usually we don't expect replacement opponents to pull upsets. That's not out of the question. I'm not expecting Tyrone Davis to do so. Tyrone Davis, he last fought just last month, September 5th, against Martez McGregor. Previously, he fought in February against Anthony Durrell. He got a draw against Anthony Durrell. Depending on how you feel about Durrell will pretty much depend on how you value that particular draw at this point in Durrell's career. There are some who do believe that Durrell is well past his best years. But for those who don't feel that way, they may value that draw against Durrell. With that said, if you like to do the little triangle theory thing, I don't. I don't think the triangle theory is reliable. But if you happen to be that sort of fight fan, you look at the draw that Tyrone Davis had against Anthony Durrell, and you measure that against the knockout win that David Benavidez had against Anthony Durrell. And I mean, if you're rooting for Tyrone Davis, you might be disappointed. But again, I don't believe in triangle theories. That's just for those fight fans that do. But anyhow, just brief thoughts. I'm sure everybody has seen the report at this point. Again, very disappointing because unfortunately, what seems to be the case sometimes in the fight world, the fight fans don't get to see the fights that they really want to see, and in this case, the fault seems to be on the shoulders of Jose Uzcategui, former IBF super middleweight champion. Anyhow, fight family, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Peace. God bless.